And how's everyone doing today? How you doing, Amy? It's been a while. How you been? Uh, yeah, so we have just a few days till Shadowbringers hit. I mean, not Shadowbringers, till the new expansion hits for 14. I am horrifically behind. I've been pretty good. I did shave a little. Did shave a little, like the beard cut down a little, which it still feels weird. Still feels weird to have a neck again. Let me tell you that just that change never happens quickly. Unfortunately, as you can tell from the red shirt, my green shirt has gone missing. It's been missing for a while. The green shirt has been missing for a while now. It's got me a little upset. Let's see how. Oh, hey, looks like I'm gonna get in right away. But let me just turn the game music on. Let me turn off Pretzel and turn the game music back on, both for you guys and for me. Yeah, this is like a three-step process. I'm not even kidding. I know. That's what I'm concerned about. um, Later on this week, I will be having to house sit at my parents' house. Dog sit specifically. I'm gonna have four dogs in the house, and I'll be by myself. Uh, Two of one of the dogs, which, despite being the smallest of the four dogs, wants to fight every last one of the other dogs. So she's going to have to remain in a cage the whole time, while I wrangle the other three, two of which are big enough to physically knock me over. So yeah, I will be taking my computer with, um, depending on how I feel that week. Literally, it's from the 30th to the 5th of July. Depending how I feel that week, I'm going to no. Well, I mean, I would say it's not that bad, but one of them one of them is a chocolate, is a I'm not even sure the exact breed. It's a retriever style dog that weighs in at 150. That's almost half my weight. And the other big dog is, weirdly enough, a Rottweiler Chihuahua mix. Yes, yes. Ask me how that makes sense. A Rottweiler Chihuahua mix. he and he's solid too. Like really solid. Like, Jesus Christ, you pick him up and he's like 20 pounds heavier than his size. Size makes you think he's a brick. So let me switch over to gaming here. Now I'm down at the bottom. How y'all doing up there? Oh, actually, I'm not sure why so little of me's visible there. What is going on? No, that's not the one. Oh, right. That's why I'm so down so far. From what my sister's boyfriend says, the mother was the Rottweiler. um I'm still not convinced that they didn't artificially inseminate, but that's neither here nor there. Um, but then again, they're chihuahuas. They will literally mount male chihuahuas will literally mount anything, with, that that they get the chance to. Teddy bear, people, chairs, it doesn't matter. But this yeah. He's a good boy. It's just my parents have a Chihuahua Dodson mix. She's a sweetheart. My parents' Chihuahua Dodson mix is a sweetheart. But for some reason, being in the house with something that's also a male Chihuahua makes her go feral in anger. And yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't miss them, but it's literally the only income I have. Some streams. I yeah. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. What the shit? Okay, so little reference here in the situation we're in. By the way, the one of my parents' dogs that causes the problem. She's a Chihuahua Dodson mix, and she goes absolutely feral with rage whenever there's another Chihuahua breed around. Um, so we have to kind of lock her up despite it being her home. Yeah. Like, she will legitimately try to fight something 3 times her size, despite normally being a complete sweetheart that just wants to sit in your lap and sleep or watch squirrels. So, little reference in the game. We are about to start the last quest of the base MSQ for Shadowbringers. These are memories, so to speak, of the ancient, ancient citizens of Amaro, where all the Asians come from, the bad guy of 14. Yeah. I'm a full grown adult cat girl, and I could stack 3 of me on top of myself and not reach how tall they are. In the few conversations you have with them, they all refer to you as children. In one of the cutscenes, you sit on a bench intended for them, and you're sitting next to one of them, and you look almost like a doll sitting on that got set on the bench next to one of them. The size difference is just ridiculous. But this is the last quest in Shadowbringers before patch content. Here's the thing. They don't even think, oh, well, these might not be, they when I refer to these people as memories, they're the villain MX Elk's recreation of what he remembers the world being like. Their home, his home being like before the Sundering. they're not actual people. They're just recreations of what he remembers. And it is heartbreaking the way some of them react. One of them, apparently he focused on a little more, and not only does it have a real name, it's actually somebody he had, he remembered from that time. And they realize that, and the memory realizes they're not real, and just that conversation was heartbreaking. Realizing that despite everything, how much of an asshole he is, he's literally carrying the weight of an entire civilization's memories on his back. And that they can only imagine how much over time it's gotten worse and worse. And this isn't just 10 or 20 years. No, this is centuries. You can understand why he's such a sarcastic asshole all the time, realizing that he's trying. Oh yeah, this is one of those moments where this is clearly the bad guy, but we're going to make you reconsider your thought on him being the bad guy. What's worse is that this same villain is the one who founded Garlemald, which on your home world, the source is basically the equivalent of World War II Germany, as far as the way they treat people. He's the one who founded the Garlean Empire. So he is very used to being the bad, to intentionally making himself the bad guy. And in fact seems kind of proud to do it. And this is just all your companions uh wanting, giving you their last opinion before you charge once more into the fray. Oh, that's just it. That's just it. Overall, long term, the Final Fantasy 14 fan community loves him as a character. They love him as a character. They hate his motivations. They hate what he's done, but they love him as a character because he's sarcastic, quirky, and still tries to get along with you despite openly being your enemy. Also, they love how flamboyant he is, like legitimately super flamboyant. This is the kind of guy who very much understands how, the difference between a villain and a supervillain is presentation. He full on knows that, that's the difference, and you've got to got to put on the show. Which is neat. It's neat. This is the first Final Fantasy 14 villain in my eye that actually both fulfills his role as big villain that's not just about murdering, but also makes you want to empathize with him a little bit. And none of the others really do that up to this point. Like, nobody wants to empathize with Xenos. He's a bag of dicks and a half. You know, nobody wants to empathize with La Habrea. We never saw the face he considers his own. We only saw him ever as a faceless entity with or at most a mask. Especially after he took over Thancred and went, and waved it in our face. Nobody empathizes with that, with La Habrea. You know, people later on kind of empathized with with Gaius, especially after he had a you know after he you know has gone on a rampage against Ascians, murdering dozens of them. Even if it is just bit pawns instead of the big guys. But you know, just most of the villains have not been personable. Emet-Selch kinda can. Emet-Selch is quite literally the face that rallied an empire. He knows a thing or two about being personable and getting people to work with him. Yes, he's a dick, but he knows how to leverage that to be, to get what he wants. He's a schemer. And also a complete drama queen. Half the scenes that you meet, that he walks in on, half the cutscenes he walks in on is him doing this super dramatic slow walk in or coming in with a "woe is me" kind of attitude. You know? Oh yeah, 100% charismatic asshole. Even his grandson, the current leader of the Garlean Empire, every time he has to deal with him is like, "Oh, this fucker's here again." Wait, wait. Look, look at the map for this area. Let me back up a little bit here. Where are those stairs? Where are those stairs? Where are those two stairs? What the fuck? Like normally I wouldn't complain, but that's a visual detail on the map. That's a visual detail on the map. That's not, meant to delineate, demarcate, the way a building's supposed to look. Where are the stairs on the map? Unless they did they really did. They took the top line of the building and put it on the map. Oh my god. Oh, it's the top of the building they're showing on the map. Like this place is so big I have to use a motorcycle just to feel like I'm not actually taking forever to get somewhere. Like I tried walking around when I first got here and it felt like I was taking forever just to go up the stairs. We're also technically currently underneath an ocean, by the way. This is Emmett. You could hear it already. At least he recognizes it. Is it not loud enough for you to be able to hear the game? You hear it? All right. He really is a drama queen the way he talks. He's got that tone. To be fair, the big reason we want to stop you, Emmett, is because you're playing it after the rejoining is to literally treat humanity, what remains of humanity, like cattle to provide vitality for your pseudo god. Oh, you missed Vothri, Amy. You missed Vothri. You want to talk about a shitbag that needed to die? Vothri was a shitbag that needed to die. Um, you imagine the most self-righteous, overbearing Karen. As the trope combined with somebody so fucking fat that that the first time we see him try to stand up, it's literally 2.5 minutes of him flailing his arms and legs that aren't even as long as his forearms. And he falls over. And he's the leader of an entire country at the time. And here's the thing. Uh the the big uh the monsters that you spend most of Shadowbringers fighting, the Sin Eaters, he's able to control them because he's half Sin Eater himself. Um so in order to gain better control over the people, he's governing, he chops up Sin Eater and feeds them to them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was a real piece of work. And he apparently tasted so good that people were literally willing to claw each other's eyes out to get a hold of some. Of course, it also left them all open to mind control the more of it they'd eaten. We don't want your legacy. We want to live for our time and then move on. He really does have that weary old man walk, though, don't he? He's got that weary old man walk going there. That might be the most reasonable I've ever heard Alphinaud. Alphinaud has really grown as a person since we were first introduced to him in the base game. Like big, big. Did not say that. So what I'm hearing is we need to go put a cap in his ass repeatedly. Gotcha. Mhm. Come on, my dude. That old man walk. like I'm I know he's taking measured steps for for effect, but you could see it in his shoulders. He has the weight on him. It bears heavy on him. I think that's part of what got people to enjoy him as a character. All right, Alphinaud, I will be taking Urianger. I want Alize Thancred's Necessity because I'm a DPS. Alize, the reason you take Alize is uh of the three not DPSs other, available, she's the only one that also has healing. Alphinaud and Urianger are both healer roles, but the red is DPS. Alize, on the other hand, is a red mage as her DPS, and DPS is just as much heal, and red mage is just as much healing as it is attack. Attack. So having her in the party gives me a backup healer. All right. All right. Thancred. Get you set up as my dance partner here. So what I'm hearing is your people were so used to using creation magic that the idea of not using it anymore did not register in your heads. You created your own downfall and you blame other people. I'm not saying I'm not saying stopping it would have solved the problem, but I am saying it would have at least slowed it down. I will 100% kite this in circles. All right, there we go. We can move on. I am intentionally trying to take that as long as it would go. Oh well. That got us one. Not even that anymore. All right. I apologize if I am not entirely focused on chat. I am in a dungeon at the moment, so this feels like I'm leaving behind a treasure chest if I don't go check over here. I'm not. I don't like that roiler. It went right after our healer. It's going down. Nice. All right. What in the actual fuck is that? What the actual fuck? That's ugly as hell. That thing had a face even a mother couldn't love. Oh, fantastic. Took too long. Oh, meteor rain. All right, get clear, get clear, get clear. Further away the better, further away the better. All right, come on. Coming close to killing it. Fantastic. Ah, that was dirty. That was dirty. Starting all over again now. That boss fight. That was dirty. We almost had it too. But seriously, Amy, can you see the way this thing looks? Jesus Christ. Someone did some bad acid before they designed this thing. Who hurt you? Yep, definitely this one this time. Gee, thanks, Orion. You're running right to me. All right, you're going away from me this time. No, you're not. How did that kill me? Nah, what the hell? That is twice now they've done me dirty, and freaking done me dirty with those freaking secondary attack circles. It's starting to get on my nerves. I am fulfilling my title of salty Final Fantasy XIV player today, apparently. I'll hide with everyone else this time. All right, Meteor Rain is them throwing down the DPS, the bomb circles again. All right, come on. Three, 4, 2, 9. All right, another Meteor Rain. Who's going where? And you guys aren't going to try to hit me, get in my way, are you? All right, that's first boss down. Let's see if I actually get any loot worth using. Nope. Nope. I have yet to get loot in a dungeon that would actually benefit me in the last like 3 dungeons. It's actually a little frustrating. Honestly, I think out of everything, that's the part that's had me saltiest, is that I have had absolutely no support on the gear front. All right, come on. There we go. Nope, don't like you, Roiler. You immediately targeted our healer. I am not gonna suffer you. All right. What is this luck with feathers? Normally if I use my step 3 or 4 move, I'm supposed to have a 30% chance, 50% chance of getting a feather. That's now 7 rotations in a row without me successfully getting one. What is that bad luck? That's my secondary damage. Materia. And for a healer. Tell me the game hates DPS players without telling me the game hates DPS players. All right, come on. Oh, and now you give me feathers. I'm going to hold on to those because it seems like they're not wanting to be very friendly with them. All right, come on. Oh, there was. I didn't even see it. All right. Oh, come on. Really? Everyone's going to stand on top of the treasure coffin? Just once, I'd like to get a piece of gear that actually works for my character. It's a giant murder chicken with a goblin's head. Why? Why? What is that? And why? The form fear taketh is unlikely to be pleasant. No shit. Oh, wonderful. It creates minions. No, get out of there. What do you mean it's just continually making enemies? Oh, is it gonna freaking pop like a balloon? Oh, that's disgusting. And this time slaying. I still have not gotten proper freaking gear. Oh, no. Oh. All right. Oh, that was not the button I meant to press. All right. No problem. All right. Do we have to fight that, or is that the boss we have to fight at the end of this area? All right. Come on. All right. Come on. Come on. We can do this. Come on, give me some feathers at that. Ugh. The third Doom. I swear, why does that look like Bartandalus from Final Fantasy 13? That looks like Bartandalus. Did they accidentally make Bartandalus? You absolute bellends. Whoa! Okay, so you can fall off. Okay. That's gonna make this so much easier. That's gonna make this so much easier. Hey, you can fall off the boss fight. Great. Also, my room is hot as shit right now. Could have sworn I opened you already. Oh, oh, wonderful. I only saw one side. Oh, wonderful. Fantastic. Zero. Oh, that is frustrating. That that is that is a ridiculous boss fight. Ooh. Hey, Amy. Oh, the boss compacts you down into a tiny area and then starts doing full field AoEs on you. How are you supposed to freaking deal with that? Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, no, that's just wonderful. Reading the wiki on the boss fight. I mean, it really would not matter that much. They designed when they built this one, they intended it to be able to be beat with NPCs, with your companions. But here's the list of the moves it can do. Room wide area of effect, a lingering attack. This is the next one. A lingering line attack that takes up the entirety of the platform with only small outcrops on each edge of the safe arena area. Each cast causes one of these outcroppings to crack and glow pink, signifying that the next cast of Apocalypse will cause it to fall, dropping anyone standing on it to death. Therian charge, proximity damage marker, and boss will leap forward, removing some of the area available. Deathly Ray, masks. Faces appear on left or right side and cast lingering line AoEs directly across. The masks on one side will fire first, followed by the opposite. There is no warning as to which side will fire first. And Deathly Ray Therian. Lingering line directed at a random player. Additionally, 2 players will have ground targeted AoEs appear below them. So, what happens when it gets to the end of the platform? And there's nowhere else left for us to run from those AoEs. I mean, to be fair, fitting final boss for the expansion, hard, as far as dungeons go, but this is really fuck you and the horse you rode in on kind of boss. And it just took half my health in one move. And the healers are supposed to keep up with that? And that indicates that the boss is about to jump forward. All right, which of you's gonna go first? Not my luck, apparently. When he starts sucking in. All right, where are you Deathly Rain? Okay, there. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. No indicator. All right, now I gotta start running back here because he's about to jump again. I can't see him half the time. I can't zoom out far enough to see when the boss is right up my keister like this. Yeah, I can't zoom out far enough to be able to see any boss tells. No, no, no! Ugh! Okay, okay. To explain what just happened, Let me see if I can get my mouse into camera view here for a sec. My freaking 6 button on my mouse is right next to the 5, really close. So, and 5 is my secondary damage. My fourfold feathers. 6 is my dash to escape AoEs. And short platform like that, yeah, that's fucked. I am so pissed off. We had it down to a fifth of its health. That pisses me off so much. We almost had that. Go ahead and get the boost going for me and Thancred at least. God, that pisses me off. We were so close to finishing this. To be fair, after we finish this, we then have to sit in the we have boss queue for Hades. Yeah, no, dude. It literally, I just lost the boss fight because my finger slipped. Dry out my thumb a little. For a second, I thought that was the wrong move. All right, where are they appearing? I caught the tail that time. There was no tell for that, though. I didn't see anything. And then it does this. Oh, wonderful. Did you see that? Look at which one's going to break next time. It's that one that's going to go. Oh, fantastic, Kira. Brain. I was about to say, don't you dare do the same thing again. Now it's gonna start inhaling for its Nope, it's gonna do that first. Now the inhale. So I'll take this time for shit. Oh, wonderful. It's gonna target me, of course. Get out of there. Oh, brilliant, Kira. You forgot it was there, didn't you? Done. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. You just got to be really cognizant and you got to be not an idiot. And I am very non-cognizant sometimes and I am an idiot. Ugh. That was a little grainy. Should have shook that first. One platform left. And even there, even then, it's not any gear I can use. Oh, I know I'm an idiot. Never denied that. I swear, that is the third dungeon in a row that I have not gotten anything I could use as gear or from loot. I need gear of aiming because I'm a dancer. Yes, yes. Uh no, max level until the expansion hits is level 90. I'm level 81. And the content I'm in sinks to level 80 currently. I'm max level for the expansion, but it level caps you for the for the battles to keep them fair. You went right for the balls, Alize. She really went right for the balls. Did you see that aim? The twins are wow. Wow. Wow, Emmett. That hurts. That hurts, Emmett. So because it's not your bureaucracy, it's not worth paying it living. Got it. Because from what I saw, they went through a lot of bureaucracy. That is one hell of a shot of our character there, ain't it? That is a hell of a shot of our character there. Nah, you did mention you don't like all these successive lights, so how about I just dump it all off into you? Damn. Talk about a fast cast. I'll wait to proceed until this ad goes away. You don't have an ad? Really? Because it says I got an ad break that's still, on the channel for 30 more seconds. I don't know. Was wondering when Thancred was going to get off of his ass. Oh, you just pressed Thancred's Berserk button. All right, Ardbert, now it's your time to freaking step up. Why am I puking up white? This isn't that kind of game. You knew it had to be said as soon as they censored the game like that. Which it's not even censoring, it's literally your blood at that point. You know? Cuz you can see he's got blood on his axe. I'm sorry. We're going to sit here through this song for a bit. If you've never heard Footfalls, not Footfalls, if you've never heard the theme song for Shadowbringers, it is so good. I got to turn this up in my ears, and I'm going to turn it up for you guys slightly. I love this song. Summoning 7 other warriors to fight alongside me. The Dying Gasp. Unfortunately, it is a regular duty instead of a it is a regular duty instead of something I can take NPCs into. So I do have to get into the queue. So let me just get the text ready. We are queuing up for Dying Gasp. If we're lucky, this will be fast. If we're not, we get to sit here with some killer music for a little bit. The worst part is I've learned my lesson. Every time I walk away to like go get a piece of pizza while I'm in queue, it'll immediately hit. I couldn't tell you whether it's good or not. I've never tried any of the Monster Hunter games. I hear a lot of positive things about it, but I also, I'm also not willing to drop $70 for a game that I might not like. Especially when my wallet's normally pretty tight anyway. Shadow one reaches not. All right, let's look up. Let's look up the Dying Gasp and see what's involved. That's actually why I tend to get like $20 and $30 games instead of going for the big AAA games, because I would rather get a cheap, a small game that I can play for a month than buy a $70 game that I'm going to need to be able to play with other people to enjoy it, which is most of the AAA games these days. If you're not in multiplayer, it's not worth it. Which drives me up the wall. Okay, so. Oh. That sucks. Okay, so it's a three-phase fight essentially. The first phase is him in the form we saw him right before the cutscene ended. The second phase is him basically letting the chains of his body loose to fight in a more suitable form. But the third part is an active time maneuver. Oh. Why you always gotta have the QTE fights? QTE stuff. Like if there's anything I can legitimately say I distinctly hate in games, it's QTE in multiplayer content. Like they did it right in Kingdom Hearts 2 with with the with them with it. But boss fights being QTE fests, nah, that sucks. If your boss fight is dependent on QTEs, you're doing it wrong. The biggest center of that I can think is the Halo 4 final boss and the Tomb Raider reboots final boss. Those are the two biggest in my that I remember, that committed that crime. The Halo 4 one wouldn't have been as bad if there were QTEs involved throughout the game, but there weren't. It just came out of the blue. Hey, here's this QTE event. Okay, so we got a healer so far in the party. Wait, this is the room the area we have to fight on? Can we fall off? No, good. After that last fight, not being able to fall off is important. This. No, I did not want to run. I do like the level 80 DPS, the level 80 gear for for dancers. It does look good on the character. Do we have anything that can improve us? Nope. All right. Seeing as how I'm pretty sure we're not going to get to Endwalker before we hit before Dawntrail releases, it means we're probably going to be the Viper class, which is one of the two new classes for most of Endwalker. Think dual wielding swords that can combine into one double bladed sword. Like Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. Oh, it looks to be. It looks to be. I've already made the decision. I'm switching to that class for it. Wait, what do we have to be under fourfold fan dance to trigger? What requires fourfold? Um, oh, okay. So that's which does suck that we're not taking a dancer all the way to level 90, but you know, we've had a good run with it. Not sure if I'm gonna do it. Not sure if I'm gonna do a use a Viola Fantasia when Dawntrail hits though. I might just to change up the race again, and just to change up the looks again. We've been a cat girl for two expansions now. We're gonna be it through Endwalker most. At least till Dawn Trail hits. Um, one of the new, they're adding one new race with Dawn Trail. The female lion person. We have the male version of it already, but they're going to be adding the female Hrothgar. That's the name of the race. And if this is Cat Girl, the female Hrothgar is Cat Mommy. That's the best way I can describe it. More feline features overall, by a long shot, and the height, the smallest height for them is taller than the tallest cat of the Mikote. We're at 10 minutes and we still only have 2 party members. I've only been streaming for 2 hours. I want to finish this the MSQ for the main expansion today. Yeah, with a starting wait time of 13, you're not wrong. I need 6 more people to join the party. You know what? While I'm sitting here with this, well, first let's get out of the mobile game I was apparently playing earlier. I have until 11 o'clock my time before I have to get off of the game to go to bed. Let me see how much money I got. I might be about to place a Grubhub order here. It'll be my luck it shows up right in the middle of the boss fight. And we lost the healer. We lost the healer role. I did not mean to go to you. Where are you? No. There it is. All right. This tells me I need to go ahead and kick myself, withdraw from the duty finder and re-register. Where's the food? All right. I got $20 I can waste on on something to eat. And this is preferential than having to go out after stream. To save, unfortunately, I'm going to be getting McDonald's now, though. No, I'm not. I don't want breakfast. Oh, wait, that won't work because I don't have that much money. The fact that the music, he's whispering the lyrics there, sounds so good. What are we thinking? Taco Bell for breakfast? Hmm. Too greasy? All right. Um, the problem is, and something I don't admit easily. I have silent reflux. So if I'm eating a bunch of stuff that's too dry, it will 100% get caught in my throat and it will come right back up. It sucks. So I do have a tendency to eat food that's a little greasier because it does, quote unquote, lubricate the passage. But no, I agree. It does get too greasy. Problem is, ooh, I did not know David's was. No, no, that's all knife and fork food. What is? I've never heard of this place. Well, that tells me already I don't need to. When I pull up a restaurant and the first thing on the menu it says I have prime delivery for for Grubhub, so I don't have to pay for delivery as long as I order at least $12. When the first item visible on the menu is $18, that's already a nope. Get out of here. Especially when it's a, and I quote, small breakfast bowl. Nah, nah. Vicious biscuit. Oh, but the discount is only on orders over $25. Nope. One brings Weirdly enough, I know I can get like 4 items for $12 at Taco Bell. Taco Bell really is the optimal choice here for for a volume of food for price. And I worked there for 20 years. I know what's in the food. I know how it's prepared. I am yeah, if not enjoying it, I at least understand it and my body's used to it. As sad as that sounds. All right. Do we get the sausage or the bacon bit breakfast quesadilla? And I do mean bacon bit. Or do we go for the steak for $1 more? Bacon? It is the cheaper of the three. All right. I think then the clear option is also I think the clear option then is to clearly get the bacon breakfast crunch wrap. For 61 cents, I can add extra bacon. Do I do it? Adding extra bacon at like McDonald's would cost me $1.50 for reference. Extra bacon, extra creamy jalapeno sauce, because why don't you, dude, who doesn't like jalapeno sauce? You know, why would I not want more creamy jalapeno sauce on my stuff? All right, and then I'm not going to get a drink because I've got water and caffeine powder if I really need it. Um Potato bites, fluffy eggs, nacho cheese sauce, and tomatoes wrapped up in a tortilla. Mm, do we go for potatoes or do we go for more bacon? Oh wait, the bacon one's more expensive for the breakfast burrito. I didn't expect that. The sausage is the cheaper one for the breakfast burrito. All right, I will get the sausage one because it is cheaper, but I am adding jalapeno sauce to it. And that it's not quite enough. And a hash brown just for good measure. All right, so the order we got is a bacon breakfast quesadilla, a bacon breakfast crunch wrap with extra bacon and extra creamy jalapeno sauce, a sausage cheesy toasted breakfast burrito with jalapeno sauce added, and a hash brown. And that after tax and after delivery, why would I not get priority when I don't when it doesn't charge me extra? That after tax and after tip comes out to $18. So if I'd gotten 3 items at McDonald's, it would have been $25 on Grubhub. And it should be here around 9:30, 9:45. Oh, come on. I don't normally like to do this because I am actually enjoying the music, but it is now officially repeated enough times it's even starting to get on my you know nerves. So we're gonna kill the game music here and put back on pretzel for a little while we're waiting. Does the pretzel need to be louder? I can make it louder if I need to. That better? It's all good? All right. All right. Well, clearly based on time, it's time for another reset. So we'll just withdraw and rejoin. I don't want to exceed the average wait time timer of 13 minutes, because if I do, then it'll add on like starting first 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 15 minutes every time you hit it. And that just gets depressing. Wow, did the music really end as soon as I started it? It is entirely possible that there is nobody waiting in queue for this anymore. It is entirely possible. If that's the case, it means I'm going to have to wait to finish this until till after work, or just before work. I'll have to jump on like an hour before, hour and a half before work, just to run this boss fight. If I can't run it this morning. And I say an hour and a half because it'll take 30 minutes for the boss fight, most likely. And then we're going to have another 25 to 30 minutes of freaking cutscenes, and I don't want to skip the cutscenes. What's the point in beating the boss if you skip the cutscenes? I've never gotten the people who want to skip the cutscenes on boss fight, for post boss fight, like so you just you know if it's your first time running it, why are you trying to skip cutscenes? Follow the story. I literally just thinned out whatever was left in the bottom of this. By the way, if you ever do the chug to me, I literally just drink out of this. I will just I will just throw it back and start going until it starts hurting. Although to be fair, it is getting low enough I might be able to finish it. But I'm going to make an attempt at using the bathroom. I will be back in just a minute. All right. I'm back. I'm back. Somehow we didn't miss the ball, didn't miss the pop. But I and just for reference, the pretzel playlist I am on is actually a station specifically compiled because it's supposed to be very similar to music from Final Fantasy. I personally don't think it is, but it says, hey, it says Final Fantasy. It's going to be nice and easy to just click on that. So here's how this is going to go. If by the time we hit the 3.5 hour mark, this queue is popped and we actually get to fight it, I will be streaming tomorrow morning. Because we've got a bunch of patch content we got to force our way through. if it doesn't pop before we hit the 3.5 hour mark, that means I'm going to have to get up before work, somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours before, so I can get ready, then get on to queue up. I'm not going to stream in the morning because I'm going to be a little more tired because I'll have been up earlier. But either way, the next stream will be patch content, which there's anywhere from 6 to 20 hours of patch content, and the game goes down for maintenance on the 26th. That maintenance is going to be the Dawntrail update being loaded onto the servers, and as of the 27th, I will be able to put in my launch code, my pre-order code, which I also won't get till the 27th. So either way, as soon as the first stream after the update and the pre-order, loading, will be some learning Viper, because it comes in at level 80. You will pick up Viper at level 80, I'm assuming. Oh fuck, what if you don't pick it up till 90? No, because you picked up Sage, which was an Endwalker class at level 70. So you'll pick up Viper at level 80. You'll be able to start the job quest for it. We'll run through we'll learn how to do Viper, do the first quest for it, and then try to bulldoze our way through the patch content as fast as possible. I will shamelessly be referencing online guides for information about the patch content, just so I can track how much more I have to go through. It's officially content that's more than 2 years old. I don't feel any shame about it. The point for spoilers was a year ago. Now, Endwalker, that's different because that is only a little over a year old. In fact, let me find out when Endwalker released. Endwalker released... Actually, no. Holy shit. Endwalker was December 2021. It's been 3 years. Oh, just shy of 3 years since Endwalker hit. Right around 2.5. So, yeah. No, to be fair, if it wasn't for the fact that I don't want to completely spoil the story for Endwalker for me, I wouldn't even be looking at patch content. I wouldn't look up for info for it. But I kind of want to bulldoze through it so that we can get to Dawntrail. Oh, but really? Yo, I don't want to freaking call it a day because of this bullshit, but this is actually a little annoying how long it's taking. I do like how how the Exarch basically said, "Fuck you, Emmett. Here, warrior, take some help." and commits 7 summoning circles to bringing other warriors. This is the first time we can genuinely say that oh, I've only been live for 2.25 hours, 2.5. And I'm not even to when I normally would. It's just I'm more irritated with how long the queuing is taking. And from what I understand, there's exactly one boss fight in Endwalker that you can actually one of these trials, exactly one in Endwalker that you can actually take NPCs into, and it is the very last one. So even in Endwalker, we're gonna have plenty of queues up, But to be fair, from what I understand about Endwalker, we also get to fly to the moon in what amounts to a giant tombstone. And that's a hell of a statement. Yeah, we uh we go to we go to the moon. All right, and we'll just go to the quest line guides. Yeah, now knowing that it's 2.5 years old, I don't feel so bad about checking the quest line, the quest info for Endwalker. I thought it was less. Yeah, you go to the Sea of Stars. Wait, really? It connects to Garlemald? It looks like a key part of it looks like a key part of Endwalker is we finally get to go to Garlemald, the home of the enemy of the Garlean Empire, and we get to punch their shit in as part of the story. Finally. Oh man. This is this weight we've got going right here. If I was playing this during Stormblood prior to the release of Shadowbringers, this would be what we're going through for every dungeon and every boss trial. Because prior to Shadowbringers, uh you had to queue up for dungeons with regular players too. There was no option for NPC runs. They didn't add it for all the pre Shadowbringer content until Endwalker. You know, in Endwalker they experimented with it. I not Endwalker in Shadowbringer they experimented with it for the newest content. Realized this makes it really easy for people to play at all times of day and get through content. Even if there's not a lot of people on. So let's do this for all the old dungeons too. They did that. They decided not to do it for trials because it meant that players still had to play with other players to some level outside of PvP, which was good. Problem is, there's not a lot of people hanging around looking to run old content on bosses, so you either have to find your own party or you just have to get lucky in the queues. Still, it's easier if you get, in the afternoon when after everyone's off of work, but in the morning you're going to be going through this. We're sitting at 15 minutes now and I took too long. I need to drop out of the queue and re-enter it again. I once sat in the queue for 45 minutes before it finally popped in a single queue. But yeah. Yeah, if my food's about to arrive and it hasn't popped yet and I'm still alone in the queue, I will be calling it a day. Just because I don't want to be stepping out to get my food and it pops. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is the number one problem with MMOs is long ass queues, especially in older content. Newer content, it tends not to be much of a problem because there's just so many people trying to run it, but old content, queues are a big problem. Hey yo, why is the picture of my driver on the app look like he's busy beating himself off in the shot? Like, was that the best picture you could put on it, bruh? Hmm. If he's heading to the restaurant right now, why is his car not moving in the app? I have GPS on it, should be showing it. But I do have one thing I want to show off. Ooh. I picked this up recently. New Gunpla build. Uh I'm gonna be. I mentioned earlier in the stream. I'll be house sitting for a week at my parents'. I'll probably build this on stream during that time. Probably build one or two others, depending on how long it takes. Just because it'll be a lot easier to keep track of the dogs if I'm not getting ears deep in a game on stream, while on stream. It'll be a lot easier to deal with the dogs if I'm not getting wrapped up in a boss fight and they're suddenly freaking out because they need to go out. I don't like cleaning poop off the floor. Also, I got the Final Fantasy 14 TTRPG uh starter kit. So me and a couple friends are trying to fit together, get together enough of us to play a round of it to try it out. It's slow going because everyone's time sleep schedule is on a different pattern. I work overnight. Two of them work during the day. I mean, there are people who professionally clean up hoarder houses for a living. Honestly, those are the weirdos in my book. Anyone who sees a hoarder house and says this is gonna be fun has got there's not something all up there. The fact that there are people that say that tells you speaks volumes. Man, we really are not having much luck on the queue today. Cause it's weird. It's weird. Last stream, just yesterday, just yesterday, the start of the stream, I had a boss fight to get into immediately. 30, it wasn't even 30 seconds to queue. I jumped into queue and within 5 seconds it popped. Today, nah, bruh. It was also quite possibly the best boss fight I've had in a while, that particular one. Today it just seems to want to drag out. I think it's because it's a Monday. It's Monday morning. This is probably the day of the week where there are the least day and time of the week where there are the least number of people on the server. Couple that with the 26th is when when it goes down for maintenance. Yeah, this evening's gonna be insane. Mm. Oh yeah, Amy, you missed it yesterday. Right before stream yesterday, I savaged an entire baguette roll, fresh baked. I savaged an entire baguette and eating it before stream. Like I'm not even kidding. It was a 2 foot long baguette, and I ate the whole thing before stream. With butter, of course. I'm not a savage. But yeah, I ate an entire 2 foot long baguette before stream yesterday. It was free too. The wonders of work. All right, so supposedly, oh yeah, I'm not even kidding when I say it was fresh. It came out of the oven 5 minutes before before the baker handed it to me. All right. What do we got going on here? Still nobody in our party. That's upsetting. To be fair, it's stuff like this right here. These long ass queues, I think that I think it's long ass queues like this that pushed me to oh no, Yuki, that might not play. That might not play right now. Cause of the oh, I'm sorry. That didn't play because it showed up in the wrong channel. It showed up in the wrong channel. I'm so sorry. Let me see what I can do to fix that, to get it to play. It showed up in the wrong channel. I'm so sorry, Yuki. Oh no. Wait, it didn't even show up here. Wait, why didn't it show up here? Wow, wonderful. My order is delayed and will now show up at between 10 o'clock and 10:15. Wonderful. It has been so long since I had to fix this that I have to get out the authentic. No, that's the wrong authenticator app. Where is my authenticator app? There. Really? So you're just not going to let me open it up, are you? Give me a moment. It's looking like I'm having to open up another browser in order to use it. I'm having to open up a separate browser in order to be able to do it. I apologize for the drop in quality on the game. So there we go. Finally got it. Okay. All right. I heard y'all hear it that time. The Chocobo work was so quiet. It was so quiet. Why was it so quiet? What's going on here? Oh, I know why. I see what happened there. All right, that's better. So, Yuki, we've currently got the game audio muted because we'd been sitting with it with the one song for 30 minutes waiting for the queue, and it finally, despite being one of my favorite songs from Final Fantasy ever, finally got a little old. The queue is not cooperating today. It's a little irritating. So, I've got some food ordered through Grubhub, and I'm just kind of sitting, chilling, hanging out while we wait for the queue and my food. Uh, you missed, you missed a boss. You missed the dungeon boss fight that drove me to the point I almost screamed. Dear God, that boss fight drove me to pushed me to the brink. Amy will tell you, I was about ready to freaking throttle the game. I definitely fulfilled my stream announcement. Yeah, I definitely fulfilled my title of salty Final Fantasy 14 gamer. But yeah. So Yuki, how far have you gotten in the game, or is you still not really gotten started on it? Oh, is it because you just don't have time, or I got too far ahead? If it's because you just don't have time, I completely understand. If I didn't make time specifically for gaming by streaming, I wouldn't have time for for it most of the time either. Let's see. My next day off is Friday, and I think that coincides with me needing to get my stuff together for me to move to take a temporary retreat to my parents' house for a vacation. Not vacation, but for dog sitting. Let me check the Yeah, I'm going to have to after stream Friday morning, I'm going to have to disassemble my computer setup to take it with me to to move it over to my parents' house for the week for next week. Cuz I have to dog sit 4 dogs. I'll probably be mostly playing building Gunpla on stream just to just to still be streaming without completely doing nothing. But I don't think I'll get much game time on stream next week because of the necessity of balancing four dogs, two of which are big, two of which are small, and one that just decides to be a rabid bitch to everybody. Yeah. Um, at this point, I am seriously doubting the chance of the queue popping before my food gets here. Seeing as how we're now what? This is the fourth time we've reset the queue and we're still. Yeah, I don't think we're getting it. But Yuki hasn't gotten to hear the game music in question, I don't think. So we're gonna just put the game music on here for a moment. This is the music, Yuki. It's so good. Oh, you have to end that before? Okay, wait. So I didn't really get this one. All right, all right. So end I have to end this improvisation with improvised finish myself in order to get the barrier. I've never really looked into it. Never really gotten to properly get off a full one either. Kind of irritating. And Tiliana is what technical finish becomes at level 82 thanks to enhanced technical finish. And while you've got flourishing finish instead of technical finish, you can execute Tiliana. Unfortunately, once the expansion hits Yuki, I will be migrating to Vipers, so The 26th is the day that the server goes down for the update. I'll be able to put in my pre-order bonus after that. On my pre-order, my early access code after that. And we'll immediately be switching to Viper to cram our way through the patch content as well as Endwalker into Dawntrail. So I really want to finish Shadowbringer before then. Because the last thing I want to do is to be learning a new player class as I'm trying to finish an expansion. Oh, Shadow. Yeah, we're not going to get this, are we? All right. Well, I think at this point it's safe to say I should just go ahead and admit defeat on getting the in the boss fight today. Tonight this morning. So yeah, let's call it a day here. I will. You know what? Screw it. I'm streaming tomorrow morning. We will be getting into 14 patch content tomorrow morning. into Shadowbringer patch content tomorrow morning. Screw it, I'm doing it anyway. Whether I said earlier I wasn't going to or not, I'm doing it. So, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Catch